is the G.I. Joe Retaliation Ultimate Cobra Commander, or just plain Cobra Commander. The figure is part of Wave 5.5 or 4.5, something like that. But the Ultimate Wave. And here he is. Here's the rest of the assortment. I got a lot of Ultimate Snake Eyes, Ultimate Flint, Ultimate Roadblock. I don't know why they call it Ultimate. I'm guessing the Ultimate is a designation for the G1 or the 80s cartoon figures, how they should have been, except for, yeah, sort of like that. But I don't know. It doesn't say Ultimate anywhere. It was just amongst the fans, they call it Ultimate. Anyway, so this is a rendition of the 1980s cartoon Cobra Commander. They sort of snuck it into the Retaliation wave because Hasbro, trying to be smart about it, they didn't want to sell the updated versions of these guys in their normal 80s packaging because they thought that nobody would buy it, like, you know, kids would buy it in this packaging, or people would buy it more in this packaging. I don't know what they were thinking, but anyway, I'm just glad they released something like this. This is how it should have been. I mean, a fantastic figure. If in the 80s the figures were like this, oh my god, they would have sold like ridiculous. I mean, they would have flown off the shelves. I don't think you would be able to find anything. But back in the day, G.I. Joes were really one of the best 3.75-inch figures, and those were the first things I collected. G.I. Joes, GoBots, G.I. Joes, and some He-Man. Transformers were very expensive, and yeah. So I was a big G.I. Joe fan back in the day. So this was really one of those figures I was looking forward to. A lot of collectors have been sick and tired of this kind of Cobra Commander. This is one amongst this entire wave. This figure was one of those peg warmers, but I like it, honestly. So, taking a look at the figure itself. The figure is well sculpted. I like the authenticity of the way it's been sculpted to look really like the 80s Cobra Commander, including the shoes that had the pants going onto the sides, the gloves, the accurate gloves, and the chrome head plate. This was really the best selling point for me. I mean, back in the 80s, we just had that silver chicken dome. It looked like a chicken because it was protruding like a beak, but it was just in this color, which kind of sucked. So, done in chrome, easily a good sell for me, a must buy for me. They even put a working knife onto his holster right here. Back in the 80s, I think it was just sculpted in. The blaster pistol, the handle's not quite accurate as the old 80s version, but I like this updated version better. There's no peg, which is a little bit of a shame. Back in the 80s, you could easily peg it this way, but I don't really care. He can hold it for all I care, but they gave him his trademark blaster. And onto the best accessory there is they've given him a separate head, the hooded Cobra Commander head. In the 25th, I think if you collected all the 25th anniversary lines, you would get both figures with the hood and this one. I think, I'm not sure. I didn't buy the 25th anniversary series because I was just sick and tired of G.I. Joe for a while. But anyway, so you could replace it with this one. Back in the 80s, actually, you could remove his helmet like that, which is really nice. The way they did this was because the helmet is removable, they could completely chrome the entire piece, which is really, really nice. Quite brilliant on the part of Hasbro. So let's take it off and put this one in. Cobra! I am Starscream! I love that voice. Sadly, that guy, fantastic voice actor, he passed away years ago. But man, that was such an iconic voice. The Cobra Commander Starscream voices. We were trying to copy it when we were kids. Anyway, so you could do that. Back in the 80s, there was no hooded Cobra Commander available on retail per se. It was like a mail-in thingy, or you had to purchase something to get. It was on a promo. Something like that. We eventually had it. My brother was really into Cobra Commanders, and he wanted that. That had a different color. It had a darker blue, something like that. And then that they've tried to reissue this hooded Cobra Commander figures in several convention exclusives and whatnot. But I'm glad they did it. They had a 2-for-1 figure. So since this one is a peg warmer, I'm sure in some parts of the world, here in Manila, this is one of the peg warmers. You could buy several. You could buy 2 at least, and have one in the hooded head, and then you could have one with this one. But for me, I personally like this one, the chrome helmet. This is the GI Joe I grew up with, and I really like it. I guess you can make him hold it like it was his helmet. Yeah, maybe you could do that. Yeah, we'll do that later. The other accessory that he came with, which is, you cannot miss it, was his jetpack, helicopter pack. I would have preferred a jetpack with wings, with some missiles, like the Cobra, I forgot its name, but the Fang or something like that. No, not the Fang. But the one with the jet, you know what I'm saying. This one is, in particular, is pretty interesting. It's got some gears in it. It's not a motor, but if you push on this, it spins the rotor blades. I wish it would have been a gyroscope type of thing. When you push it, it would continue spinning, but it didn't. It also has some bombs, which I don't know if these are bombs or canisters. I think they're more like bombs with the Cobra logo on them. Oh no, hazardous material logo on them. I don't know if you can see it. No, you can't. There's a little bit of... anyway, it's like hazardous materials. Anyway, I think they're bombs because of the fins. They have a store here on the back. They don't launch or anything. They just open up and then you can drop them. That's about it. So there. It's got some molded on missiles. Lots of detail. Oh, it is the Fang. There you go. Fang. But the Fang was really I think it was a helicopter. It was like a 1-person helicopter. You could strap this onto Cobra Commander just like that. There's a peg which should nicely fit onto his back just like that. And yeah, it looks pretty cool. I wasn't really interested in the helicopter, but he looks very, very cool with it. And hence he also comes with the base, obviously, the dog tag base. And yeah. Now, before we end, let me talk about articulation. It's got a ball jointed neck, ball jointed upper torso, ball hinge shoulders, elbows, and wrists. The wrists are actually on ball hinge. Sorry, ball jointed upper torso, ball jointed head, ball hinge shoulders, elbows, and wrists. The wrists have hinges, swivels, and hinges. This one goes up and down, this one goes in and out, just like the original Clone Wars Trooper. Very nice. Got a ball jointed hip, double jointed knees, ball hinge ankles with the ever awesome rocker joints. I don't know, I like those joints. I like those rocker ankles. So there. So I suppose you can have him posed like he's carrying his helmet. The other head, if you wanted to put everything in and you didn't want to store anything, I'm not going to display this with the helicopter backpack. It's just ridiculous. But you could have him holding everything. All the accessories fit onto the figure just nicely like that. So there you go, folks. I hope you've enjoyed this video review. If you did, please click the thumbs up icon at the bottom. Follow me on Twitter for my toy purchases, Instagram for my toy sightings here in Manila. Check out all my videos, my reviews, hauls here on this channel, Chefatron. My old FX Friends channel is still alive, but it'll just have vlogs. This has been the G.I. Joe Retaliation, quote-unquote, ultimate Cobra Commander. Thanks for watching.